Hi, I'm Mr. Miyagi, and this is Mr. Miyagi's Workshop. Yes, we're back on the 1975 CB360 with a powder coated frame and all those parts you saw. So this is cool. We get to put this darn thing together. So what do I always say? Let's get to it. Okay, you're right. I didn't do a lot of filming on this. I've got the basic wiring done on this job. We put the tank on there, and I don't think that we're going to touch the paint job. I'm going to clean it up and buff it a little bit. And he's got some old Honda wings that he can put on here coming. He found some on eBay. The owner did. So, but I'll show you what I got done today, yesterday, and the day before. So we'll take this tank off. Yeah, I got all this put together, and it has a nice little lock system on it. As long as you turn it the right way, works just fine. Up in this area, up in here, I got the coils, and these are new coils. I still have to set up the caps on her. I haven't put the caps on yet. And all this down in here has to be put together before I can put the exhaust on. But I'll take you to the other side and show you what I did over there. So on this side, you can see I've got the electrical box set up. This is a solenoid up in here. The main fuse for the whole bike. This is 15 amps. And these are all 7.5. The regulator on the back here, I've got it wired in. There's a main wire that comes down and sets onto that when the ignition's on. And then there's another wire that comes up to here that senses the power. But what I basically got here for the panel itself is I got a 7.5 all the way straight through on everything. So this is a 7.5 for the starter. This is ignition, this is horn, and this is the front and rear lights plus the brake light. So this is it says a maximum of 20 amps. This has only got a 15 amp fuse in there. That's what the book said and what I've researched. Oh, another thing, I still have to hook up points. Those have to be, I want to clean this up and put something else on there. I don't like that look. But up here in the front, I ended up wiring up everything. I've got the lights up here, high beam, low beam. Turn the key on. And we got up here, we got a nice bright neutral light in there. This is high beam, low beam, totally off. Now the lights in the Speedo will come on all the time. So I brought all that down, and I went through a spot in the frame here, brought it down, came out and went into here, and then brought it down into this part of the bag. This has got the stop light and the running light and a ground coming up into here. And the ground I just went off on the inside of the bag because this bag is grounded out. But other than that, that is pretty much it, what I got accomplished. I've got the front end and all those pieces put together. I mounted the rear fender. It's not on there all the way yet. I still have to do a few things, but yeah, it's looking pretty good. Now, let me turn it on and show you that tail light. It's pretty nice. I like it. And the battery box, of course, it's all in and wiring done on it. So once again, I apologize for not filming as much as I probably should have. And trying to lay out the wiring and film at the same time can be a real headache. I don't have the film crew like a lot of these guys out there have. So it's just me here in the shop doing this. But I'm real happy the way that the layout has turned out. I still have a little bit of this and that to do to it. One of the things that we do when we get further along with this thing sitting up, I'll go through it even a little more. So next week I'll probably even touch on the wiring and stuff, but we're going to be doing the front forks, pulling them down, put new seals in, clean them, new fluid. We're going to finish lacing up the rear wheels. I got the other rims back from Powder Coat. They turned out just awesome. Those rims, hang on, let me show you one. These things turned out quite nice. They sandblasted this and powder coated this up really nice. And we've decided just to buff the hubs out because the rear hub has the rubber shocks in it. So it would be really difficult to take those out or even try to find some new ones so we could have it powder coated. But this cleaned up quite well, so we're going to use these rims on this bike. And then, like I said, next week we'll do forks and hopefully set the wheels up. Basically get this thing with tires and everything sitting on its own suspension and everything here. What suspension you could call it. And hopefully next week, probably the following week, we will finish it all up. I'm hoping. And as always, if there's any comments or questions, you can put them in the comment section below, or you can send them to my email address at tmiyagi@hotmail.com. And if you've liked this episode, please like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget that ringy-dingy button over there for the next episode coming up. So this is Mr. Miyagi saying, you be safe out there and hope to see you on the road. Ciao.